I knew it wasn't gonna take me long to utilize this absolutely gorgeous swag wreath form, which is called a rail. Hello my sweet friends and welcome to DIY with Nadia. Today we are making a gorgeous Christmas swag using the rail wreath I got at CraftOutlet. Let's get started. Here's the basics that I'm going to be using for this wreath. Some ribbon, Deco mesh, a bit of pipe cleaners, a sign. This one is from the Dollar Tree. And for the base of this swag, we're going to be using this rail that I got at CraftOutlet. Now it's time to attach our pipe cleaners to our rail. What you want to do in a rail is you want to go in a zigzag. So on one side, you are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pipe cleaners. On the other side, you are going to go in the middle of the squares and you are going to have 5. So let's do middle of the squares first and 2 twists. I went on this inside rail, gave it 1 twist, and I'm going to take one of them and just twist out, and that way this one is going to go nowhere. So once again, I'm going to go in the center here, give it 1 twist, go to the edge and take one of the pipe cleaners and wrap it around just like that. It's nice and secure. I usually don't use hot glue on this, but we need this to be in place temporarily because at the end we are going to put felt on the back of this, so that way it's going to seal all of these moving parts in. But for now, I'm just going to give it a little bit of hot glue so it stays in place. Just so you know, I am working on a silicone mat, so it's not afraid of hot glue dripping. Now it's time to cut my Deco mesh. I'm going to be cutting my Deco mesh into 30-inch strips. If you're using one of these Deco mesh rolls that has only 18 feet, this is going to give you only 7 sections. If you need 8 out of this, you need to cut it down to 27. But I'm going to be okay with just 7 from this roll, so I'm going to be cutting into 30-inch strips. My board is 24 inches, so when I need to cut 30-inch Deco mesh strips, what I do is I grab my ruler and I go to 5.5 inches and put that right underneath. So what I have here is 5.5 inches plus the border ½ inch is 6 inches on the outside, 24 on the inside. That gives me 30 inches. Now it's time to attach our Deco mesh to our rail. Unroll, going towards the table. Do a little fold in the end. Just gather, gather, gather. We're going to fold and then bring that in also. Now I'm just going to give it 2 nice twists. And the first one is on. How pretty is that? Same thing here. 1 quick little fold at the end and gather. Towards the end, I'm going to fold on that side and the next pipe cleaner. Look how it's filling in. So pretty. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of the rail, putting in the little ruffles. Now I'm going to grab some of this Dollar Tree ribbon. It's just red ribbon. Let me just cut off the tail here. I'm going to be making 12-inch strips, and because we have 11 pipe cleaners, we're going to need 22 of them. Most of the ribbon rolls from the Dollar Tree are 9 feet or 3 yards, and if you're going to use that type of ribbon, you're going to need 2.5 spools because out of each one, you're going to get 9 strips. And all I'm doing right now is just making dovetails and cutting my ribbon at the same time. Just folding the ends in half and cutting off a little triangle. I have 22-inch strips all cut up. Now it's time to attach. For the ribbon bundles, I'm just going to grab 2 pieces, fold them in half to find my center, and squeeze in the middle. And then attach. As you see, I'm attaching the ribbon without opening it up. I always like doing that at the end. All my ribbon is in, and I just pushed both tails to the side because we want to take care of the center. Towards the bottom of my swag, I'm going to have this joy sign, and on top, we're going to have a beautiful funky bow. For the funky bow, we are going to keep it simple. I have this beautiful birch ribbon that I got on clearance for 99 cents at Hobby Lobby. Then some white ribbon, then some of this sage green that I got during fall at the Dollar Tree, and of course, a little bit of the red to bring everything together. I'm going to be cutting my ribbon into 24-inch strips. Then just fold it in half and cut dovetails. For my funky bow, I have 5 strips, and I'm going to start and end with the red one. Since all my strips are measured in half, all I'm doing is just grabbing my strip and measuring off 5 inches and just putting it inside my thumb, just like this. Grabbing my white one, I'm going to do the same thing, 5 inches, but I'm going to invert it and put it this way. Then the green one, 5 inches. Then my birch one, which is my absolute favorite one. And by the way, birch tree is my favorite tree. When my parents got married in Ukraine, they took pictures in the forest in the middle of birch trees, and oh my goodness, was it beautiful. Okay, so I have it all together, and I have loop, 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 just like that. And now I'm going to grab a zip tie, zigzag it in the center. With the zip tie, I'm going to bring it together. I find that zip ties are better than floral wires than anything because they tuck in so well. Now that I know my bow is secure, that off. Now that my bow is together, I'm grabbing a big piece of floral wire because that is what I'm going to use to attach it to our actual wreath form. Kind of want to make sure I know where my sign is going to be. And then now I'm ready to attach my bow to the rail. Grabbing my bow, going to attach it first to this rail going side to side, and then I'm going to lock it in, going to the sides and just going back and forth to make sure it's nice and secured. Cutting another piece of the floral wire, going to fold it in half and twist it. Now I'm going on the second rail with my wire. I'm just making a loop to hang the swag, and I'm going to take both ends, give it a twist or two, and then I'm going to take the tails and I'm going to wrap them around the sides. Then where you have all of that, we're just going to put that around the rail, and at the bottom we are going to give it a twist, and I just made a little loop. Going to put a little bit of hot glue so this stays in place. In order to measure where I want everything to go, I'm going to go just parallel to my board, just like that. I'm just going to flip and find 2 spots that look good to me there, and somewhere around here. Maybe I'll bring that in just a little bit, and then I'm just going to go parallel to that, about there and there. Grabbing 4 pipe cleaners, fold in half, make a flat little surface on the end, and it's time to attach. A little bit of hot glue, pipe cleaner, then hot glue on top, at the bottom. That way we have nice surface to attach the whole piece of felt, and my felt is about 1 inch by about 1.5 inches, and these are just scraps that I cut into little rectangles. Now I'm going to attach my sign. Our sign is attached. Now I'm going to go around and take care of the tails on top. Just twist, twist, twist. Cut off the excess about 1 inch from the connection and then send it back. I'm going to go around and do this to all the ribbon bundles. Now it's time to cover with the felt. I'm going to grab a piece that is 18 inches by 4.5 because this is 4. You want a little bit more. A piece for the top, which is going to be 4.5 by 4.5. And now I'm attaching the back. I just hot glued top, bottom, and then the sides in. And then I have my little loop. I pushed it down, and now it's time to do the top piece. Same thing, I'm going to do the top first. I'm not going to do the bottom, obviously. I'm going to keep that open, but then I'm just going to do the sides. And I have to say, having a fine tip on the hot glue gun really kind of helps when you're doing this because the rails are quite thin. And there you go, nice and neat. And now it's time to start opening everything up. I absolutely love this part. We're just going to start I'm just going to start kind of looping it. so that ribbon kind of looks like a little flower, just like that. If I feel like there's too much ribbon somewhere, I take one and hide it behind the sign. And now it's time to open the bow. We're just going to take our tails and put them to the sides and start opening up all those loops. If your ribbon is one-sided, like my birch ribbon here, I'm going to go as close to the center as I can, give it a little twist, and then send the tail out. And the other one's going to go on the other side, of course. Then open up the next one and just keep on playing with the bow until it looks like the way you want it to look. Keep on sending those tails back and just fluffing everything out. As I'm preparing to do the last step, look who came. Hi, Leo. I'm thinking he likes the ornaments. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to grab these ornaments. They come two in a set. Dollar Tree started carrying them last year, and I just think they're so, so pretty. So let me just cut off the thread there. And all I'm going to do is hot glue a few of them throughout the wreath. Put some hot glue right on top and just push it in. Definitely want one right here and maybe one on top. Leo, what do you think? Pretty, huh? And we are done with this beautiful Christmas rail swag. I'm just going to continue making things pretty until everything is just how I want it. Joining me for the end of the video. It's Leo. Did you want to say hi to everyone? You have your beautiful bow tie on. You're such a sweet kitty. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the lovely swag using the rail wreath form. If you are new to this channel and would love to see more wreath tutorials, please subscribe, hit the bell, and of course the thumbs up button so we continue to grow and keep on making those wreath tutorials. If you're still in the mood to watch more wreath tutorials right now, Leo has prepared 2 videos for you right there. And we will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone. Mwah.